So it's that time of year when all of the beautiful holiday releases are coming out, and I think I have just found the most perfect one. Cosmic Brushes have come out with their Christmas collection, which was very kindly gifted to me in PR, and I am so excited to show you the collection today because it even comes in a gorgeous little bag. I mean, look at this. You can buy this as a bundle, and if you do, it will be £45, and it comes with a palette. 'Tis the season, 'tis indeed. Just look at this colour story. Like, when I first opened this, it blew my mind, and I was thinking Christmas collection, there's going to be some reds, but I wasn't expecting the purples, even the pink shimmer. I knew there was probably going to be some greens. We've even got a row of delicious sort of gingerbready shades. I love the colour story. Cosmic Brushes, for me, always smash the colour story. Their aesthetic is just so pleasing, and as well the packaging of everything. This matches all of the other 20 colour eyeshadow palettes that they've brought out with the cardboard packaging with the rounded sides, so it will slot nicely next to all of its sisters. And this collection also comes with 2 gorgeous cream blushes and 2 lipsticks. So let's get into the close-ups and swatches. And this collection is going to launch on Black Friday, which is the 29th of November, and that is going to be 6 PM UK time. I will link the website down below where you can pick up any of these products or anything else from Cosmic Brushes, because I'm still loving the Winter Wonderland palette, just in case you want to check that one out. So it is £45 if you want the whole bundle, including the little bag. If you was to buy this all individually, it would come to £72. So you are having such a saving by getting the bundle. And I do have a code with Cosmic Brushes, just in case you want to pick anything up from the site and save some pennies, and that is affiliated. So thank you so much for supporting my channel if you do use that. I am so excited to get into these products. I'm going to be doing 2 looks because we've got 2 lipsticks, 2 blushes, and to be quite honest with you, the palette and the colour story, there's just so many things that I want to do with it because there's so many different ways you can go. And just in case you didn't know, Cosmic Brushes are a UK indie brand, and I love to support indie brands, especially UK ones, when they are super close to home. And I think everything that I've bought from, I think I own all of the palettes that Cosmic do, even Royal Rose, and I've not been disappointed with anything. So they definitely are one of my favourites. So out of the 2 blushes, we've got Merry. Love the names of all of the things in this collection as well. The packaging is a nice shiny gold. It does get a little bit fingerprinty, but it does feel a little bit bougie because it's like that, you know what I mean? But that is a beautiful colour. You can see I've already swatched that one. Then we've got Nutmeg. I love this shade. It's more of a neutrally warmer brown shade, and I think that one is really pretty as well. But I think for today, I'm going to go in with Merry. So going in with Merry, I haven't powdered on my cheeks where I'm going to be putting this. I did think ahead for once, and I don't know how pigmented this is going to be, but we're going to go in with, oh, okay, fairly pigmented, but I have got quite a dense brush I'm using. Let's see how this blends. That is absolutely stunning, and I haven't even zoomed you in because I was too excited. Hopefully you can see a little bit better what I'm doing now, but that is just the perfect amount of pigment, and it's blending beautifully. Let me actually put some on the other side, then we can match. I don't think I have ever used a cream blush formula that I am so happy with. Like, I've not tried cream blushes from Cosmic Brushes before this video. This is like a new product for them, and the formula, it looks glossy and like a nice sheen to it. It's got just the right amount of pigment. It's not too much and it just looks effortless is the word. Effortless. I'm tempted to go in with more, but I really probably shouldn't. I do like to go quite blush heavy, but I'm going to stop there and I am just going to powder it, but oh my gosh, it's not even sticky. Excuse me. This now might be my favourite ever cream blush formula from first impression. Wow. Wow. And now I've got the blush on, I will go in with a little bit of the Cosmic Brushes Frosting Highlighter Trio. I think I'm going to use Cinnamon Swirl, which is more of the pinky leaning one. Okay, now I feel like we should go in with one of the lips. So we've got Santa Baby, which, the name, I absolutely love it, which is a gorgeous red. And I feel like this is the one that I'm going to go in with today. And then we also have Ginger Snap, which I'm so excited about because it is like a nude, but it's orangey. I need to calm down. And I am going to line my lips before I do this because I like to line my lips before I go in with any lipstick, but when it's a red especially, because I need to be precise. I'm a bit messy when it comes to lipstick. And evidently a little bit messy when it comes to lip liner, but there we go. So let's go in with Santa Baby. That's a stunning red. Absolutely stunning. The packaging as well for all of this is just beautiful. Like, so this is meant to be a velvet matte lipstick as well, which I love a matte lipstick, but the fact it's velvet, so it's not gonna make your lips feel like they're in the Sahara. It is gliding on really, really smoothly. There's no tugging whatsoever. And I feel like this red is one of those shades that doesn't make your teeth look super yellow. You know what I mean? You know, if you put on a red and then you're like, oh, steady. No, this one is not that. This actually makes them look a little bit whiter, to be honest. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. It feels extremely comfortable. Have I got any on my teeth? No. It feels extremely comfortable on the lips. I'm a fan of that formula so far. We're going to see how it wears throughout the video. Now, my favourite thing from the collection, 'tis the Season eyeshadow palette. And I'm thinking we just go full on Christmas. Christmas throwing up on my eyeballs is the goal. So I'm thinking I want to use the greens and I want to use this red shade called Stocking. Red and green? Red and green. It's Christmas. Okay, I think what I'm going to start with is the deep green in the outer corner, and the deep green is called Holly. So I'm going to start by packing this into the outer corner for all of my depth. Cosmic Brushes is literally one of my favourite eyeshadow formulas on the market from any country, any that I've tried, ever. It's pigmented, blendable and buildable, all the good words that influencers say. And I always think the price point is so affordable compared to a lot of other brands I've tried where I don't like the formula quite as much. That is pigmented and beautiful, just as I was expecting. And I haven't done any blending so far. I'm literally just pushing in the pigment so that it sticks to the tacky base. Then I think I'm going to use the other two greens, which are called Garland and Mistletoe. So going in with Garland first, just to dab on the edges of the previous green before I begin to blend them together. This is already making me so happy. I love green eyeshadow. And then into Mistletoe. And again, just dabbing on the edge before I begin to blend them. And I have wrapped those shades around the lower lash line as well, just to make sure that it all sort of connects and matches up. Now it's a little bit scary because I'm going to use a little bit of the red, which is called Stocking, and it's this one down here at the bottom. I've just seen a massive shift in this multi-chrome as well. Wow, that actually looks red, me holding it up. And it definitely goes to orange and green. That is insane. Insane. Anyway, enough with being distracted by multi-chromes. I'm going to take that Stocking shade. I don't know if this is going to work, but It's for Christmas and science. And I'm just going to kind of mark out with a flat brush kind of where I want it to be. I am going to do a cut crease. I am definitely going to do a cut crease, and I'm not going to blend the red into the green because that will just create a muddy mess, and we don't want a muddy mess. So it doesn't matter what's happening below the line I've drawn, it's only above that we're bothered about. So now I've got kind of where I want it to be, I can begin to blend that upward a little bit. Kind of like this. I'm hoping it will make more sense when I've done the cut crease. So the cut crease is on. Is it even? We're not checking. We're not even thinking about that. So for shimmers, we do have the gorgeous green shimmers, which I am very tempted with. I'm also thinking maybe we should play around with another one, and I don't know whether to go in with Tinsel, which is more of a pinky. That is stunning. That is like a gold pink. That is beautiful. Celebrate, Candlelight. When I don't know what to do with the shimmer, I go in with the one first that I know what I want to do. So I feel like I want to go in with Decorations, which is the slightly lighter green here. We'll do that first. And I am going to pop this towards the middle of the lid. That is beautiful. Then I'm going to go in with the darker green. Let me just clean my brush off. And the darker green is called Festive and looks a slightly different formula. We love different formula of shimmers in palettes, and it's picked up beautifully, but I am going to spray it because I don't want any fallout, and I'm going to sandwich that between the first shimmer and the deep green matte shade. Do I go in with a little bit of Tinsel? Why not? It's Christmas. I do love the way that you can just get away with doing anything by just saying, let's do it, it's Christmas. 20 mince pies, why not? It's Christmas. Oh, that is stunning. Now this shade is probably going to make that red pull a little bit more pink. The red matte that we used earlier, because it's now next to this pink, but I couldn't not use this shade. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a very goldy pinky tone. I think what I'm going to do now is jump off and use some water activated liner just to line the cut crease, make it stand out a little bit. Don't know what else I'm going to do with it, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like. I am absolutely in love with how this look has turned out. It's always a bit of a challenge putting together red and green, especially at Christmas time, but I feel like the red liner tied it all together. So I did use a water activated liner. I'm not sure you can get this specific one anymore. It's from Arttitude Cosmetics and it was in the shade Warmth. But I feel like that just tied it all together, the lip and everything as well. And I feel like this is actually quite a nice dramatic Christmas look. Did some little stars, was feeling Christmassy. I don't know what the hands are about, ignore the hands. But I feel like as well, I was a little bit worried about putting that pink on the inner corner, but I think it just added that extra something that I needed. And I did go in with some Cosmic Brushes lashes as well. I don't know why I'm showing you the empty packet. They are in the style Megan. I don't know if you can get them on the website yet, but they are sold on the TikTok shop. Like currently while I'm filming this, it's sort of middle to late November, and I'm full on Christmas now, and I'm going to be full on Christmas for the rest of the day, which is going to be interesting when I have to go out later and drive around my town. I would definitely rock a look like this on Christmas Day. You either love it or you hate it, but regardless of whether you would wear a look like this or not, the quality of the shadows that I used today are just as good as all the other Cosmic Brushes palettes that I've used. I'm excited to do another look with this one. Something totally different that doesn't involve red and green. And this whole time, this lip has been extremely comfortable to wear. It doesn't feel like a super dry matte. It definitely is a velvet matte. When it says velvet matte and some of them still lie and they're still quite drying, definitely not, which is amazing for me because my lips have been super dry from going from the cold weather outside to then coming into the heating and they're getting a little bit chapped and dry. But this is a really comfortable and cushiony kind of formula. And I'm still obsessed with the blush and it hasn't disappeared. Sometimes, you know when you come to the end of your makeup and you think, I put blush on, where did it go? I can still see the blush. I think it is nice. I didn't put too much on. Sometimes I can go a bit blush heavy, which, know, is nice, but with a bold red lip, I wanted it to be a little bit more subtle, but you can definitely still see it. So I'm a fan of everything that I've tried so far, and I'm excited for look number 2, so let's do that now. So I've already gone in for this next look with the Nutmeg shade in the Blush Butter. And it's not a shade I ever would have typically picked for myself, but I absolutely love this shade. This could be my new favourite cream blush, full stop. Like the formula, again, amazing, just as amazing as the first time, but the actual tone of it and the colour, I absolutely love this. So that was Nutmeg, and I did go in with the Lip Ginger Snap, which is a nice warm brown, leaning a little bit orange, which we all know I love that. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is predominantly stick to the middle 2 rows this time, because we did use the green row and the red down here and the pink last time. I may use a little bit of this cranberry shade, which is the multi-chrome. We'll see, but I think I'm going to start with the purple matte. So I'm going to start with the deepest purple matte called 'Tis the Season, then go into Gifting, then go into Party. I think that's the first blend. So going in with the deepest purple, which is called 'Tis the Season, I'm packing that into the outer corner. Look at that tone of purple. It is absolutely delicious. I am led to believe that purples are quite tricky to formulate a good purple that doesn't go patchy, that can be pigmented and blend and build. And I must say, Cosmic Brush's purples I absolutely love, especially in the Winter Wonderland palette. This purple so far is beautiful. Oh, and I did forget to mention, if I'm moving a little bit strangely in this part of the video, it's because I've got a bit of a trapped nerve in my neck going into my back. So I couldn't actually film yesterday, which was really disappointing, and although it feels better today, it's still a little bit painful, but we have the polar neck, we're just gonna struggle through. Now going into the second purple called Gifting, and to work on a blend to blend out this darker purple, but I will go back in with a deeper purple shade once I've placed this one down. Do you know how tempting it was to do a purple and green look, because that's my favourite colour combination ever, but I resisted that urge, so I hope you're proud of me. And then into Party, which is a very pastel lilac purple, which pastels do tend to cover up whatever you're going to place them on top of, so again I will go back in with the previous shades that I use, but I feel like this will just blend out the very edges really nicely. I'm loving that purple blend. I don't know if you can hear the wind outside my window, but it is ridiculously windy outside today. Luckily we don't have snow today. We did have snow the other day, but yeah, today it's dramatically windy, a little bit warmer, but rainy. I'm like, why am I trying to do a weather forecast? I am loving how these purples are blending together. It makes me very happy. But of course, if you don't want to do looks that are as bold and dramatic as me, definitely don't pull it out as far or take it up as high. I just quite like to do that because I like dramatic makeup and bold and colourful makeup, but you definitely do not need to do that. Okay, now for the inner corner, hear me out. I'm going to go in with Ginger, which is this one here. Then I think I'm going to go into the shade next to it called Cookies. Now this brown is orangey leaning. It looks more orange on camera than it looks to me in person, but it is an orangey brown, and orange and purple do not blend into each other unless you're sticking a pink between them to help bridge the gap. So usually when I'm putting an orange next to a purple, I will place them next to each other, not try and do a full-on blend so that it goes all muddy and weird. So that is kind of the plan. Will it work? Who knows? So Ginger first on the inner corner, because I just love a matte inner corner and I can't be stopped. Although, having said that, I could potentially put a shimmer over it at some point, who knows. And I like using purple and orange together because although they're not friends on the colour wheel and they don't blend together, they are such complementary colours because they're so contrasting. Then going into Cookies, yeah, that's definitely pulling orange, but I'm gonna make sure, I need a smaller brush than this, hold on. I want to make sure that I'm just kind of flicking my brush in the direction of the purple rather than blending them together. And then taking a little bit more of Ginger just to tickle on the edges of that Cookies shade. Now for shimmer, I'm very tempted to go in with Cranberries, which is the most insane multi-chrome. It's like a red to a yellowy gold green. Or of course there's Baubles, and there is also Fairy Lights and Candlelight that I'm considering. Oh, that's nice. We could use a little bit of Candlelight, and I really like this one, which is called Fairy Lights. Okay, starting with Candlelight, and I've sprayed it. I am going to start to apply that to the lid in the orangey kind of portion, but not all the way to the inner corner. And then I can't help myself, I want to go into a little bit of Fairy Lights because it is just stunning. And then I think we'll go into Cranberries? No. Baubles? Maybe Baubles. That Fairy Light shade is extremely special. As are they all, but I absolutely love that shade. I might go into the tiniest bit of Baubles, which is the deep purple shimmer. Let's give this a spritz. We don't want fallout. I wish I'd stopped spraying my hand. Just the tiniest bit to merge Fairy Lights with the deep matte. I'm just using the tiniest bit of the shade Celebrate on the very inner corner. And that is this one here. We've used quite a lot of shimmers in this look because we've also used Candlelight, Fairy Lights and Baubles as well. I can't actually believe that I haven't used Cranberries. Maybe I need to dedicate a whole look to this shade. I think that's going to have to happen. Okay, so I'm going to jump off, finish up this look, put something in the waterline and do lashes and all of that, and we'll come back and see the finished look. I am loving the purple and orange combination. I kind of feel like I've got Quality Street wrappers on my eyes, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? It feels very Christmassy, but in not a traditional sense of Christmas. You could definitely wear this for a party style glam for Christmas though, or if you are just sat on your sofa stuffing a load of Quality Street into your mouth with eyes that match. I did use the same lashes as before. These are the Megan lashes from Cosmic Brushes, and I did go in my waterline with just 2 different shades. I think I did in my previous look, I can't remember because the pain erased my memory apparently. But everything that I used should be linked in the description box down below, as well as all the launch info and details about this collection in case you want to be picking anything up. And don't forget, you can save yourself some pennies if you wanted to use my code or anyone else's code, but they are affiliated, so thank you so much for supporting my channel if you do use my code. I've literally just realised that I didn't have my lights on behind me. I mean, maybe it didn't matter too much because you were zoomed in for the majority of this part of the video. Now I've got the lady whose name begins with A making beeping noises behind me. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want to set everyone else's off. I like both of the looks. I don't know if I can pick a favourite. Please do let me know your favourite of the 2 looks. Let me know whether you want to be picking up this palette or anything else in the collection. From what I can tell and the shades that I've used quite a lot actually, but I'm still planning to come back and do this one at some point. Well, that might just be on Instagram, possibly not a video, so do check out my Instagram if you're interested in seeing that look. It is always linked in my link tree down below in the description box. But yeah, every shade I've used so far, absolutely stunning, just as I know Cosmic Brushes quality to be. I have followed them since the launch of Serenity, which is one of my favourite palettes from them. I did at the time as well pick up Royal Rose not long after buying Serenity, so that's how I got all of them before Royal Rose was discontinued. But since that moment of picking up Serenity and the aesthetic of that colour story and the quality of the shadows, especially for the price, and then since then, and the formulas have slowly changed and different things have been introduced, it's just got better and better and better. I don't think anybody that picks up this eyeshadow palette or anything from this collection would be disappointed with their purchase. I think it's a fantastic collection to pick up for a makeup lover for Christmas if they like a little bit of Christmas glam, if they're not full-on neutral lovers, because we do have a lot of colour in here. We do have the more neutrally row, but I mean, if you want to gift this to somebody, it's so giftable for Christmas, especially because it comes in the gorgeous bag. Like, this is limited edition as well, so if you are wanting to get it, I get it sooner rather than later. It could possibly sell out pretty quickly because that has happened before, so set your alarms for launch. I do think as well you'll be able to buy the items individually if you wanted to, so if you just wanted to buy the palette on its own or you just wanted to buy one of the blushes, I think that is a possibility also. I was so excited to try different products from Cosmic as well because everybody knows how much I love their eyeshadows, but to actually test out a lip formula Amazing. The two shades that were chosen, perfect for Christmas, especially for me and my preferences. I think they are both different from each other as well. If you want to be a little bit more toned down for Christmas and you want something a little bit more on the nude side, or if you want that nice red for Christmas that doesn't dry your lips out and make them look all cracked and awful. It's such a comfortable formula. It does transfer because it's not fully matte, like I say, it's not drying your lips out, but it is just comfortable. The pigment is beautiful, and in my previous look I did wear that lipstick all day, and despite me having drinks, things like that, and eating, it was still on my lips, it was still a beautiful formula. I'm a fan of these lip products. The cream blushes, guys, I can't lie to you, I think this is my favourite cream blush formula that I've tried. I don't go out of my way to purchase lots of them because usually I have an issue here or there, like maybe it's too pigmented, maybe it stays too sticky on your face, and a lot of them as well, like I am not a pink blush lover in general. Like I will wear it, but if I can wear an orangey leaning blush, a more reddy tone or a more neutrally tone, generally orange, then I would prefer that. But these two shades are absolutely stunning. This is more of a, how do I describe it? Because it's not pink and it's not red. It's red leaning. It's just a beautiful complementary shade of red that's not too bright and in your face. You can make it more subtle or more built up depending on how much you put on, but it is an easy formula to blend out. So if you're not normally a cream blush lover because you find it difficult to use, I would definitely recommend these as a starting point. It dries down, it's not too pigmented, it's buildable, it's a beautiful wash of colour on the cheeks. It's everything that I look for in a cream blush. Let's just put it like that. And the fact that you're getting all of these things with the gorgeous giftable bag that I've now just dropped on the floor that I can't actually pick up because of my neck pain, for £45. And then I'm assuming you can use discount codes on top of that. Like, it blows my mind. Now I do also have the Sinister Mystery Box from Cosmic Brushes down on my floor, and I need to film with that also, so that should be a very upcoming video very soon if you are interested in seeing my reactions to what's in the box, because I haven't had any spoilers, thank goodness. I have run away from them like the plague if I think anybody's going to be talking about the Cosmic Brushes mystery box, and then I'll be using the products inside. Don't forget to let me know what you think of this collection, what you think of the looks that I did. Are you going to be picking anything up? I'd be really interested to know. I will leave down below all of my socials as well as my YouTube membership and my Patreon group, and hopefully guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!